ICT Business Continuity primarily focuses on that is availability of the CIA triad of information security. Many companies that aren't effectively prepared for disaster situations simply cannot bounce back from a significant crisis. In fact, up to 75% of businesses fail within 3 years after a major disaster. In natural disasters, violent incidents, and other dangerous emergencies, the safety of your employees, visitors, customers, and other individuals becomes a very real concern. This is particularly true in organizations without an effective business continuity plan. Companies that use traditional, hard copy planning methods often fail to effectively communicate with stakeholders during an emergency, which leaves them ill-equipped to respond to the situation at hand. Data breaches, server downtime, network downtime, application downtime, weather emergencies, earthquakes, flash floods, cloud bursts, lightning, riots, terrorist attacks, sabotage, and other crises can be extremely costly, especially when you haven't made a plan to mitigate unnecessary financial damage. Year after year, businesses lose hundreds of millions of dollars due to downtime alone, and that doesn't take into account the other causes of financial loss, such as insurance claims, lost product, and public relations efforts. A company's response to a crisis can have a huge impact on the way their customers and the public views it. Following a data breach or downtime, people may perceive it as unsecure and unreliable. There are a million ways in which crisis can alter your public perception, and it's important to be prepared. Somnambulist organizations have been found to be woken up and shaken up to the reality by the deep probing compliance questions asked during the ICT Business Continuity Audit. Here goes few of the audit teaser questions that need to be asked during the preliminary stage of ICT Business Continuity Audit. Carefully observe the build-up of audit trail. Here goes the pointers. 1. Show evidence of inventory management of information assets of the organization. 2. Show the evidence of total number of critical information assets across the organization. 3. What is the criteria of determining a critical information asset? 4. Which are top 10 critical information assets of highest value to the organization? 5. Show evidence that business impact analysis is one of the bases of determining critical assets of high value to the organization. 6. Show evidence that the needs and expectations of the interested parties, such as the clients or customers or end users, regulatory bodies, the board, and shareholders, were formally sought to determine critical information assets with help of business impact analysis. 7. Show evidence that needs and expectations of the interested parties, such as strategic channel partners, critical service providers, and vendors, were formally sought to determine critical information assets with help of business impact analysis. 8. Show evidence that on the basis of business impact analysis, all critical information assets are determined to be in the high availability mode. 9. Who all are identified as owners of these critical information assets. 10. Show evidence of responsibility authorities and accountability metrics of these critical asset owners. 11. What happens if these critical information asset owners are not available? Show evidence of succession planning, including responsibilities, authority, and accountability. 12. For the span of partial to full disruption of these critical information assets, show evidence of communication metrics, communication trigger points, automation in communication, and communication in the absence of automation, escalation metrics, and communication-related responsibility, authority, and accountability of these critical assets owners. 13. To keep these critical information assets in high availability mode, show evidence of IT infrastructure security architecture planning and implementation. 14. Show evidence of N+1 and N+N redundancy of critical infrastructure derived from needs and expectations of the interested parties. 15. Show ICT Business Continuity Test Plan for synchronized recovery of lost data, backed up data, and data from any continuing business transactions during an outage. These are the trivia or most simple ICT business continuity tip of the iceberg compliance questionnaires that need to be asked from the department during audit. At best, you can call them warm-up questions prior to start of the decathlon compliance audit on ICT business continuity. The colossal damages in terms of cost implications and careers disruptions caused by these ICT business continuity breaches are avoidable, provided the companies and the professionals responsible for managing the information security are not complacent and do not get certifications for ornamental purpose alone. There is popular misnomer that ICT business continuity breach, just like death, happens to somebody else until your time runneth over. ICT business continuity checklists in accordance with ISO 27001 having more than 760 compliance questions has been prepared by the collective wisdom of panel of information security principal auditors and lead instructors under the aegis of ISO Training Institute. Lots of effort has gone into preparing it and making it available. These comprehensive, deep probing, robust checklists are unparalleled in the entire world. The ICT business continuity checklists have been prepared with a noble spirit of reducing these colossal damages to the organizations and professional careers, including yours. You have a choice to continue to remain vulnerable as the hunted by the security breaches which are the hunters, or proactively identify and neutralize them with the help of these robust compliance checklists. It is a choice between corporate longevity and corporate mortality. It is choice of not becoming scapegoat and protecting your careers and growth that you truly deserve.